All right, the last thing I want to talk about is acceleration, which is the rate of change in speed or velocity, which are pretty much the same thing. For keeping things simple right now, we'll just say the same thing. So if I say velocity, I mean speed. If I say speed, I mean velocity. Potato right now. Okay, so the rate of change. So say that you have a new hobby, you've retired your new hobby of maybe jumping out of planes. This time, you decide you want to be a base jumper. So you climb to the top of this really tall building with your backpack, which I do not condone doing, but you decided to jump off this building and pull your chute right before you hit the ground. So our rate of change, I will say, is in seconds. So we'll have 1 second. I want to know how fast you're going in 2 seconds. I want to know how fast you're going in 3 seconds. I want to know how fast you're going. You already probably know this, but once you jump off a building, you're going to speed up and keep speeding up and speeding up and speeding up, speeding up. If I wanted to know the rate of change, that would be known as your acceleration. So we start at the very top here, and you're going 0 meters per second. 0 meters per second. After 1 second here, you're going to be traveling at 9 meters per second. If we ignore air resistance, you're going to be traveling at 9 meters per second. Really, let's just say 9.8 meters per second. Be a little bit closer to the actual quantity. After 2 seconds, you're going to be flying at a speed of 19.6 meters per second. And after 3 seconds, you're going to be flying at the speed of 29.4 meters per second. That's ridiculous, okay? Every second, you've increased your speed by 9.8. So 0 plus 0 plus 9.8 is 9.8. 9.8 plus 9.8 is 19.6. And 19.6 plus 9.8 is 29.4 meters per second. So, every second you have increased 9.8 meters per second. So, for every second you've increased by 9.8 meters per second. So, the rate you increased was in seconds, and this is the speed that you were traveling. So, you were traveling at in meters per second. And the rate that we talked about increasing you at was in seconds. Right here. So, acceleration, our unit is meters per second per second. So it's like saying I'm going 45 miles per hour per every hour, or meters per second per second. To make this a little simpler, you can say meters per second squared. Since there are 2 S's here, we can simplify it by saying meters per second squared. So the rate of change in speed and velocity, you can either say that you are speeding up in your truck or slowing down. You're speeding up or you're slowing down. Both of those are considered acceleration or deceleration, and that is the rate of change in your speed.